Though I didn't do Mob Wars last part, here is some Mob Wars this part. So let's show you what I've been up to. Yeah, the entire area of Brooklyn had to be taken after I took the Tattaglia's compound. So let's go and take some of those territories. After all, that's way too many territories that is left neutral. Not like Strassi can get to it anyway. So with that said, let's go convince our good friend here to pay. And that's all we need to do is convince her to pay.
You'll get something worse than a hangover if you don't pay me.
That's right. Give me my money, bitch. Give me my money. That's all you need to do is give me my money. And that takes care of the embassy club there. Well, the thing is, the extortion rackets are randomized. Very randomized. But for the most part, at least we've got a racket in West Brooklyn. So, that just makes things easy. And by the way, I had to retaliate and get my land back last part. So, with that said, we are good on that note. We just gotta make sure Strassi doesn't come and take our land. Cause, yeah, we had to make sure that Little Italy is secure. Otherwise, we're gonna be in trouble. Primarily, we're gonna be starting to encroach Helk's kitchen in a little bit. But for now, the rival families are just... Oh, wait, they play the card to lower our mobster presence in the East Village. Oh, fuck you, Strassi! Yeah, they had to activate their trap card, the Blue Eyes White Italian. Man, fuck you, Strassi. Anyway, I never liked the Strassi. Even though they were like a non-issue in the movie, never did like the Strassi. Never did. Bunch of bastards. Let's see. Since we got two skill up points, I put one on health, and we're gonna put one on negotiation. Let's see. Yeah, negotiation would be the best idea. That way we could take the rest of Brooklyn and have it all to ourselves, since the Tattaglia is no more. And by the way, I think I have a level 2 Magnum, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I do. I have a level 2 Magnum, and probably by the end of this I'm going to have a level 2 Tommy gun. But for now, let's go talk to our good friend here and let him give us the money, since he didn't put up a resistance and try to beat my ass like most of the guys normally do. Yeah, that's what happens when you have high negotiation, or at least level 5 street smarts, one of the two. It'll be easier and easier to negotiate. So, with that said, my capo has basically extorted most of Brooklyn. We're one shy left from doing that. And once we do, it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. I mean, we're gonna have to move some guy over and recruit some more people, but that's what's gonna end up having to happen. That's how we're gonna continue to have mobsters to watch our... Oh, wait. They raised the heat and the defense. Although the Strassi... They just took our card! Well, mostly it's cards where they have to raise their heat. So it's not really that big of a loss. Let's see. Speed, attack, disarm choice. Oh, let's try to add some more to negotiation pressure. That way it'll be easier to take more of their lands. But for right now, the Strassi need... Not the Strassi, but rather the Cuneo needs to pay for the constant times they kept taking my lands. Oh, you fucking traitor! You fucking traitor! Of course you're gonna be on the Cuneos. Or are they just recycling names? It doesn't matter. But the Time Lord gives, and the Time Lord doesn't forget. And by gives, I mean give people what they deserve, and he doesn't forget betrayal. Let's see. Somebody's coming up. Yep, he's coming up the stairs. Up, he's right there. Just standing right there. And he got one good shot on me. One good shot. And there's 2 of them in here. Better make my presence known. I wish I could do a quick reload. That would help me out a lot. Oh shit. Oh, that was close. I had to make sure that dude was dead. I had to make sure he was dead. But folks, yeah. We got our land in little... Oh wait, there's one more left. Yeah, I already killed you too, so die. There's not much left to say about these guys. They're recycling names. It's kind of weird when it comes down to the Godfather. But we've basically got our first territory in Hell's Kitchen. Which is actually Barzini territory, but the Cuneo almost wiped them out. One thing you will know that the computer will not wipe your family out. They're just that dumb. But we got a weapon upgrade, so there's a good thing. And with that, I think we shall solidify our power in the mob wars. Can't we just move a guy down? Come on, let's move one guy down. We haven't took it over Brooklyn yet. But we will probably off screen, unfortunately. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to have somebody recruited there. But we did manage to take a gambling racket at least. Oh, and Cuneo is down to little to no lands. Yeah, it's only a matter of time before we take most of these territories back. It's only a matter of time. So, with that said, we got ourselves a level 5 and everything. And with that, we could go back to the story. Because that is where the gameplay mostly lies. So, with that said, we're going to have to do a story that is, or at least a part of the story that is reviled by a lot of people. But it's a little bit easier in this game. A little bit, at least. So let's do horseplay.
Glad you could make it. Got some business with our friend Woltz out in Hollywood. I could use the company. If Mr. Woltz listens to reason, I should be able to get him to see things our way. Now, if not, I'll try to give you a signal. Rocco knows what to do.
You don't understand. Johnny Fontaine never gets that movie. And I'm gonna run him out of the business. And let me tell you why. She was beautiful. She was young. She was innocent. She was the greatest piece of ass I ever had, and I've had them all over the world. She threw it all away to make me look ridiculous. Now you get the hell out of here. And if that Goomba tries any rough stuff, you tell him I ain't no band leader. Yeah, I heard that story.
Thank you for dinner and a very pleasant evening. If your car could take me to the airport, Mr. Corleone is a man who insists on hearing bad news immediately.
Yeah, there's a reason this mission is reviled. The garrote in the higher-end versions is worse than the garrote here. That's surprisingly. I mean, the choke is worse here than anyone else, but the garrote is worse in the higher-end consoles than what it is here. And yeah, this is kind of a reviled mission. This is easier here in this mission than what it is in the higher end consoles, specifically the PlayStation 2. Its hardest there. I don't know why, but that's the case. But whatever the case, we're going to Jack Woltz's horse's barn so that Rocco can kill his horse, take his decapitated head and put it in his bed. You know that scene from the movie that everybody remembers oh so much, which ends up being stereotyped by every single parody that references this movie.
What did he do?
That is one of the many things that everybody remembers of this movie, aside from,
Just like that.
well, Sollazzo getting killed. That's gonna be this part, by the way. And also the baptism. And the ticket booth massacre. We'll cross that bridge when we get there in the next part. Oh, I can assure you that. There are so many memorable scenes in The Godfather. From part 1 all the way to the controversial part 3. It's a damn shame, though, that EA fucked up the whole rotation to where part 3 can never be made. Yeah, they really did fuck up the whole rotation. Like, making this game without the creator's permission. And after the second game was in production, the creator had to take liberties. And then, by the way, I had to make sure that nobody was looking because, see, here's the thing. I came in with a wanted meter after doing Mob Wars. So, you see, that wanted meter will screw things up in this mission. And that is something that needs to be addressed. When it comes down to the Mob Wars, you might want to try to find a card to hopefully get a card to get rid of that heat before you start the next mission, because the cops will make things harder. Oh, by the way, speaking of make things harder, there was a sound of Rocco butchering a horse. Unfortunately, that got deleted for this particular version of the game. So we're going to have to beat this cop half to death because we only got a limited amount of time. And if we didn't, well, Rocco would have got caught and we'd have to done this all over again. That cop, by the way, wasn't in the original. Just thought I'd point that out to you.
Let's find that bedroom.
So,
you lead the way.
We just had to choke out any cops that come our way. Unfortunately, we ran into one that we shouldn't have. And guess what? Normally, you would see this GPS. You're thinking, hey, let's follow the GPS and go this way, correct?
Christ, there's blood all over
No.
the place.
No. You want to go the path of least resistance. Because I'm going to show you what happens when you don't. Following the GPS will only get you killed. Because there's no way you could actually outrun or outkill all the... Yep. And there's the alarm. There's the alarm. So with that said, let's do this the right way. So what you want to do, you want to try to take the lead. But you're going to have to wait for Rocco, because here's the thing. The alarm will sound because Rocco will follow you everywhere you go. And if they see a trail of blood, which they will, someone will sound the alarm. You do not want that. And this is how the garrote works, by the way. And it works so much better than the PS2, Xbox, Xbox 360, and the Wii. God forbid. The Wii and the PS2. God, what the hell is wrong with them? Oh yeah, and you can't kill innocent civilians. But you can't let them see you either. Because if they do, and if they see you, they will alarm everyone in the vicinity. But you can turn around the other way and kill this guy. You just have to make sure that the butler is out of the way. So keep a low profile, and whatever you do not get in the line of sight with the maid, and do not get into the line of sight with the guards. Because if one guard see you, another one is bound to show up. So, with that said, we're just killing all these cops left and... Oh, security guards left and right. They're not really cops. They're Woltz's private security. And none of them expected to be choked out on their first day. Ain't that a sad? So we'll just listen to the guards over here trying to flirt with the maid. And once the
love
maid's
the
out of
way
the
you
way,
do
the
windows.
last guard
Where
is
you going
gonna
later
move
tonight?
straight to
I'm busy. I have things to
the
do.
room where Fontaine is no, not Fontaine, John Woltz is located. All we have to do is just get to that room and kill the guard that's there. Oh, and in case people are wondering, what the hell is Aldo wearing? This is what happens in the PSP if you were an associate. You get a brown suit. Unlike with the original Godfather, where once you get enough money, you could buy yourself your own suit. And the more fancy your clothes is, the more respect you'll get. To the point where you look like a stone cold mobster. But for now, let's wait for Rocco. Because as soon as Rocco gets here, hopefully the maid doesn't see the trail of blood. By the way, the trail of blood has been censored for this game. The horse's head that's bloody isn't, but the trail of blood is. In the hiring consoles, there is a trail of blood, and someone is bound to see it if somebody's there. But guess what? We're good. Let's just open the door and put the head in. And that is the end of Horseplay. Well, that was unexpected. So, we got ourselves some more skill points. We're not the Don of NYC just yet. I mean, we're only 35% of the way there. We just gotta kill everybody in the Mob Wars. Everybody in the Mob Wars. Because unfortunately, all four families have to be eliminated before we actually get to the baptism. But until then, let's get a recipe for revenge done first.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Louis' restaurant.
It's perfect for us, Pete. They got an old-fashioned toilet. You know, the box and the chain thing. We might be able to tape the gun behind it.
Nay, I want somebody good. And I'm talking very good to plant that gun. I don't want my brother walking out of that toilet with just his dick in his hands. All right?
The gun will be there.
Hold it where it's taped. I need you to take this over to Louis' restaurant and hide it behind the toilet.
You can count on me.
Good, good. Well, get going. You ain't got much time.
Alright, this is another stealth mission. Only this time, this stealth mission, we're just going to not go through the front door, but instead we're going to go through the alleyway. Last thing we need to... Oh! Of course we run into somebody here. And the last thing we need is for anyone to be alerted of our presence. Let's see if I can choke someone out. I know he's around here somewhere. Nope, he's not. Good. They don't see me. Good. Ah, screw it. We'll just beat this guy up. We've killed all these guys before. They're just recycling names now. Which makes the whole joke of giving them backstories just go flat. Why does the PSP do this stuff? Why? I mean, I understand it has a low processing power, but that's no reason to cut corners.
What can I do for you? I mean, true. I need to take a leak.
So, we'll have to interrogate this guy to let us into the back. And thanks to me being at a 6 interrogation
I
now,
want your cooperation.
we're going in the back.
Just do what you gotta do and go.
And this time, nobody had to be punched in the face. So let's waltz right in. All we need to do is avoid the cook and try not to be seen. Because the moment you're seen in that area, you're as good as screwed. So just walk right there, plant the gun, and let the cutscene do its magic.
E tu non lo vuoi capire che io sono molto onore, lo sai. E tu vas a sapere che hai aiutato la famiglia d'Italia. Io voglio pace.
Come si dice? What I want, what's most important to me, is that I have a guarantee no more attempts on my father's life.
What guarantees could I give you, Mike? I am the hunted one. I missed my chance. You think too much of me, kid. I'm not that clever. All I want is a truce.
I have to go to the bathroom. Is that all right?
You gotta go, you gotta go. I frisked him. He's clean.
Don't take too long. Obey.
Upside to this mission, there is no driving time limit to get here to plant the gun. Downside, you have about 3 minutes and 20 seconds before you get caught by the Tattaglias in order to get to the car to get Michael out of town.
We made it. I'm gonna be gone for a while, so keep your head down. And, thanks.
You're safe.
I won't forget it. You can count on that. Sonny will help you out until I return.
There is nothing more important to a man than his family. These men of honor, they too are my family. La Familia Corleone. I now invite you to be reborn as one of us.
Yes, Godfather.
You are now one of our qualified men. Liomini qualificat. Please, introduce yourself to your brothers.
Hey, hotshot. Congratulations.
Good for you, kid. Gentan.
Glad you're on our side.
And now, I have been made! And I also got another weapons upgrade. And that will take care of Recipe of Revenge. So, it'll be a while, but I'll end up being an enforcer. Well, not an enforcer, but rather a capo regime. I can't be the Don of NYC until I literally eliminate all of the all of the 4 families in Mob Wars. But more importantly, ooh, Saturday Night Special is available. Ooh, that's a really powerful snub nose. I mean, much more accurate than what it is right now, but still. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this modified Tommy gun just cuz. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all in part 7 when we get more story and more Mob Wars. This is RP Band 985. Peace out and take care.